Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point from McManus is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
36 to Mike. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Tell me what you got.
On 2nd and 12. Block. This is the tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Set. 60-yard.
Focus, defense, focus. Switch.
Shoot.
Booker on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I'm coming after you.
Now a carry for Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Gonna throw again. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career, and this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York, as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building. That's a big-time hire for them.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21.
Go! 18 Gator.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Leo. 5. Step.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Ready. Hey, lock it.
Watch the curl.
Check where to go.
Here's Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Blue down. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch.
Go out.
Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. McManus now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is partner.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
A loss of 13 yards. It's 2nd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Ingram again. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got 15. 15 is mine. I'll take it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaac Yianum in there to...
Good game, bro.